G'day everybody, it is Matt here, and today on my journey to finding a new walking shoe for travelling in on hard surfaces, I'm going to give Ons the Roger Advantage a try. I wasn't such a fan of their regular cloud shoe. I did like the Nexus, but the colouring didn't really do it for me. It was quite out there. So I thought I would try something that's a little bit more of a sneaker / tennis shoe type of thing with the Roger Advantage and see how it goes. It is predominantly white, and I'm not sure if I'll be keen on that. I often don't like solid white shoes, but nevertheless, we'll try it out. We'll see what we think. So let's whip them out of the box and have a look, shall we? So that is them. And that is a very nice looking tennis-inspired sneaker. On says these are made from about 10% recycled content, including 65% of the polyester that goes into them, and that this is a vegan leather in most of the upper, and we've got a polyester also in the upper and in the lining, so it's synthetic, and then of course our synthetic Cloud Tech sole, which features a synthetic EVA midsole and then a synthetic rubberized outsole here with the concealed speedboard in the middle. That is one of On's key features, this speedboard and this Cloud Tech sole. So it is concealed, so we can see we've got the little holes where you would normally have them visible on the outside of the shoe. They're only visible on the inside of this one. And there are somewhat less of them. They're mostly just around that arch area here coming into the heel. So it's a very nice looking shoe. I'm really impressed with it. I'm not sure about the solid white, but it does look really nice. And I quite like this tongue system here where the boot kind of has this lining that wraps around your foot and sits underneath the tongue. I'm keen to see how that feels and if that's actually comfortable. They look brilliant, and I would hope these are actually a lot more comfortable than a regular tennis shoe. Let's give it a whirl. I'm trying these with my Skechers no-show socks because that's what I usually wear when I'm walking about while I'm traveling. Immediately putting my feet in, these feel really nice. I actually feel like my foot is really hugged in this shoe. I think it's because of this interesting construction with the liner sitting below the tongue there. It just makes you feel really hugged. Now, they definitely feel like a tennis shoe or even a skate shoe. That's in part because of this firm vegan leather outer construction that they've gone with here. Standing in them, I can see my no-show socks are basically no-show, which is good. That's what we want. And underfoot, they're feeling pretty good, considering they are a tennis shoe style of sneaker, and those shoes can often be pretty hard underfoot. The Cloud Tech sole feels really nice, and I'm really picking it up, especially under the ball of my foot. Walking around in these shoes, I feel like there's a decent amount of support around the ankle. Feels like they're quite rigid in here, walking the ankle in, which is good. They're a fairly broad fit, I would say. I don't feel like they're narrow anywhere. I have a sort of normal to a little bit wider foot, so I like that. I feel like I've got tons of room here. Now, the only real spots for any airflow are these few holes on the toes and down the side of the shoes. So it's not like they're a super breathable shoe. It's a pretty warm day today, and my feet definitely feel hot in these shoes. There's really no breathability, but they feel quite springy, and there's a fair bit of pop in them, which is really good. And also for this type of shoe, they're quite lightweight. Often these shoes can be heavier than like your jogger style of sneaker, but these are definitely a much lighter shoe than that. I do like the colours, but I don't know that white is the go for me. I think it's just a bit too bright, but I do really like the combination together. I feel like these shoes look super smart. So I really like these. They're a nice, simple, sleek, minimal, stylish looking sneaker. And I reckon they'd be great for an all-round everyday kind of shoe because, I mean, they look fantastic. But the Cloud Tech sole and speedboard makes these really pop onto your feet compared to a typical tennis shoe style or skate shoe. And they're also a lot lighter than your typical tennis or skate shoe. Only thing is they're a bit on the hot side on underfoot, and having tried these on a hot day and only had them on for 10 minutes in total. There's definitely a little bit of a foot smell happening already. So that's not ideal, but it's one of those things, isn't it? I love the way that this construction around the tongue and the top of the boot here just hugs your feet. It feels really good on. Only complaint is really they're not very breathable, thus they're a hot shoe. And I think the color, as smart as it is not really for me. I like it a lot, but I just find it doesn't work so well for me. As a Roger Federer collab, I think these are a fantastic shoe. Fantastic for their purpose. I'd love it if they brought them out in a different color, maybe a grey, a light grey. That would be perfect. So that's it for me for now. I hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to like it and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this from me. Bye for now.